What is up? Welcome back to the Amateur Wrencher. I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video, but what can I say? I love this machine. I've been riding this bike a lot the last month or so since I've had it. But today, however, if you look behind me, looks like it's gonna rain, it's gonna pour. It's okay, God gives you rain, but when it rains, that means that you can't ride your bike, but what it means is that you can work on your bike. And I got a very special video. It's gonna happen today. And let's get started. Before we get started, I figured we'd do just a quick recap of all the things we've done to the bike thus far. So just starting from top to bottom here, the Polyaphy 12-inch bars. Come on, look how badass that looks. Very happy with them. For me, at this height, they're just below shoulder height, so I don't lose any blood circulation while I'm riding. Very comfortable, very happy with that. From there, going down, we did the highway pegs. Very, very happy with those, very comfortable. I use them all the time while I'm riding. And if you remember, they weren't Harley, they were just knockoffs off eBay or whatever. But if you look at the pattern, very close to stock, very close to Harley. Very happy with that. If you go on this side of the bike, again, the other highway peg there, and we did the toe and heel shifter. Very happy with that. I use it all the time. It keeps your shoes nice and clean. Again, very happy with that little upgrade there. If we move to the back of the bike, I don't know if you remember, we did the 4.5-inch slash cuts tab performance exhaust. Obviously went with the chrome. Really, really cool. Get a lot of compliments on them. Again, remember they're slash back, so they look cool with the bags. Honestly, I think they're getting louder the more that I ride the bike. Very, very happy with that. I think that's it. Oh, up here, what I did was I took the antenna off. It was about a 33-inch long antenna. Not cool at all. Yeah, I know that now that I took it off, I don't have any radio, but I stream my phone all the time to the music anyway, so I don't really listen to the radio. I got one of these covers, looks just like this. I'm gonna put it on top. It's on order, it's on back order, thanks COVID. But anyway, when that comes in, we'll plug that up. You just gotta be careful not to ride in the rain because being open like that could lead to some corrosion problems. But either way, I'm a fair weather rider. And I think that's all we've done so far. And then we'll get into today's video. Just a quick, if you're happy with the content, if you like what you see here, please hit that like and that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any ideas of things that you want me to do to the bike, please drop down in the comments. I'll do the best that I can to accommodate. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Well, today's the day. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Honestly, I wasn't gonna do this upgrade until next summer, but I just couldn't wait. So like the title of the video says, we're gonna get rid of this ugly honking thing, and we're gonna install the Screamin Eagle Heavy Breather Performance Air Cleaner for the Milwaukee 8 motor by Harley Davidson. Obviously, I got it in chrome everything. And obviously this doesn't work without the Pro Street tuner. Also Screamin Eagle by Harley Davidson. That's 433 bucks Canadian. And this thing here was about 500 bucks. You gotta pay to play, right? Here we go. Again, I wanted to show you just the part numbers for the Screamin Eagle tuner. There it is there. Big shout out to Paulie Carroll, Harley Davidson, helping me spend all my money. And also there's the number for the cleaner, 294000263. That's just the number for the chrome. It's a different part number if you want to get one in black. And yeah, here we go. Unboxing here. Everything looks like it's pretty separated, very organized. This here is obviously your air filter. Looks like some sort of your backing plates. The other part of the backing plate looks like they go in together. This is your intake tube. And here you have all your gaskets and washers and things like that. Looks like a zip tie for something. We'll find out shortly why. And all your hardware. Got your breather bolts there. Looks like they've already got some Loctite on there, but I got some more. You never have too much Loctite. And yeah, so it looks like everything's here that you need for the install. So let's get started. First step is removing the stock air cleaner. And how you do that is with the 5/16 Allen key. You just gotta remove this nut right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So the cover's off. Like always make sure you put it on a soft surface in case you want to reuse it down the line, or if you want to sell it to somebody, always make sure it doesn't get scratched. This is what it looks like with the cover off. This is the stock filter. And to remove that, you got 3 bolts here you got to take off using a Torx 25. And I'm going to do that now. As you can see, the filter is off. I've got maybe about 2,000 miles on the bike. And look how filthy that is already. I'm really happy we're getting rid of this stock filter. And yeah, the next step now is you got to remove this rubber hose. And get rid of these breather bolts. These are a 7/16. I'll probably use a deep socket because it protrudes out a bit like a nipple there. So yeah, I'll do that now. So there's your bare intake manifold. The next step is using a 3/16 Allen key to remove these 2 bolts. Get rid of this plate. This here is your throttle control wire. We have to snip this zip tie here. And that's probably why in the kit they give you another zip tie. Obviously to zip tie that somewhere else. So I'll do that now. It's off. This what was holding the throttle wire. So I just snipped that just using a pair of snips, whatever. Just very careful not to snip this wire. As soon as you snip that, you're done. But anyway, what I found was this is the zip tie that comes with the kit. And now what you gotta do is you gotta zip tie this wire. And this little nipple here goes into the backing of this right here. So you zip tie this out of the way. And that way, you know, it gives you some room, doesn't get in your way when you're installing the new stuff. So I'll do that now. So there's the wire, zip tied to the back. Now this is nice and tight, I'm just gonna snip that. And the next step is you got your throttle body cover. And this is your backing plate. I'll show you that is. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so these go together. And what you do is you gotta mount this in like this. And then using your self-tapping screws, put them in here, 1, 2, and 3. And I'll do that now. You got your throttle body cover and the back plate, they're married together with your 3 self-tappers there. Next step, grab the gasket that also comes with the kit, take the tape off, you gotta line that here, line all the holes. And then you got these little gaskets as well. Take the tape off of those. And those will go in here. One in there, one in there. Okay, I'll go do that now. So we're at this stage now. I got the gaskets on. I gotta tell you, the hardest part so far about this whole job is taking the tape on the back of this gasket, taking it off the gasket. But now that it's off, I made sure I used a microfiber cloth and I cleaned the areas that I was touching with my hands, just to make sure that I have a nice clean surface so that the gaskets adhere to it pretty firmly. I mean, it's going to be on there for the life of the bike. And now, the next step now, we're going to mount this guy to the bike. And what you got to do is you got these 3 included screws in the kit. They're a 5/32 Allen key, and they just go into these holes here, 1, 2, and 3, which will line up into these holes here, 1, 2, and 3. And this is probably the time where I'm gonna go and grab my Loctite and put it on these screws here, because the motor vibrates quite a bit, and we don't want to lose this part on the highway while riding. So I'll go put some blue Loctite on here. So this is what your throttle body looks like now. I put those 3 screws in there. I didn't tighten anything yet because you still gotta pretty much finick with this to make sure that it's on the bike properly. This is the Loctite that I used, just a thread locker. You get it from Canadian Tire here in Canada, any hardware store really in the States. But it's the medium strength, it's the one that you want in case you do want to take this off eventually. I don't know why you would, but anyway, that's what they recommend. And yeah, the next plate now is there's these O-rings in this kit. This little guy here, there's 2 of them. And we're going to put one in here, and also put in the kit included breather bolts. And see, these ones here already have Loctite on them, so we're good. So she's mounted securely to the bike. Both breather bolts are in. That was a T40. So I obviously put the rings in first, the O-rings, then the breather bolt, O-ring, then the breather bolt. Then you alternately tighten each until fully tight. And again, using a Torx 40. And once I tightened those two, then I alternately went back with my Allen key and alternately tightened each one of these until they're tight. And that's it. Now we go to the fun part, putting this stuff together. So there's your intake tube, and you got to seat your filter all the way down to the bottom of the intake tube. And then this filter here has got a clamp built into it, and then you just tighten that on there, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here's your filter, properly tightened onto your intake tube using a flathead screwdriver. Now what you got to do is you have this gasket that comes with the kit as well. You just put it on your intake tube like so, match up all your holes, and what you got to do is you mount that up to your throttle body. And it's using just these screws that are provided. Loctite's already on it, and this is a 3/16 Allen key. Well, there she is, folks. This is before. Look at that, beautiful. Very happy with how that turned out. Box is empty, so pretty confident that we've got everything. And yeah, I'd love to start this up. I just can't right now. Like I was saying before, you got to use this tuner. You got to tune the bike. There's a software you got to download just to rechange the mapping of the bike. And that's it. That's all. I hope you like what you see here, folks. I'll put another video on how to tune the bike once the tuner's in. And thanks for watching. Please hit that like, subscribe button. And until next time, happy wrenching.